Hello everybody, how's it going today? It's Frankie here and I'm back with another TV series review. Now, I'm not sure how to feel about this show. It was interesting at first and I kind of got hooked on it a little bit. You know the sound in the background, it's just a vehicle going by. It's just coming from outside. But yeah, it's called Teacup. And when I read about this show and saw the description, I was just like, it's interesting, it intrigues me. I would have watched the movie, but I'm going to be watching a football stream. I'm going to be watching a football match on a stream later, so I don't know, drain the iPad battery down too much, you know, because it might go to extra time, who knows, we don't know anything yet, but yeah, I decided to watch the series after a while, and this one kind of interested me the most. I don't know what last series I did talk about, but excuse me, but yeah, it started off interesting. I've only watched 2 episodes of it. I was like to give a bit of a rough review on it and just talk about it, and might as well give it a try. Watching 2 or 3 episodes. I watched 2. It's cancelled, by the way. It said, I don't know why it said. I don't know why it's cancelled. Probably there's something in it that they shouldn't have put in the series. I don't know. It's half an hour in the first 2 episodes I've seen. Maybe it's the same duration for the rest of the episodes, and there's only 1 season on it available. So yeah, it started off okay. It started off like a bit like, I could make me hooked already, as a sign of things that come from the movie. And you see this woman trying to escape because she's all like, not tied up, but I don't know, it's not a rope, but something's on her arms. I forgot what you call those. And she's trying to get use a rock to coping, and she's kind of possessed. I don't know what caused it. And then you see like this black dog that comes into it, and I have no idea what's going on. She's also possessed, and then it cuts off to the that bit just cuts out, and they come to a scene with like this kid called Arlo and his mom Maggie. This scene's a bit boring, so I'm going to skip through that. She's just basically chopping like a bug and talking about nature, and then she goes in this bar and and sees these horses. That acted kind of strange, so it made me think this movie is kind of interesting in some way. And then Arlo disappears, and you get to know the other characters. You get to know James, you get to know Valeria, you get to know Claire, Mary, just those type of characters that come into it. And then Arlo goes missing, and Arlo comes across this woman that she sees. He sees like a deer, and he comes across this woman, and then he runs, and then you see a scene of like was it the woman like screaming at him, and he ends up possessed afterwards. But before I get into that, like not really much else happens in the movie apart from those people that talk, and yeah, there should have been a bit more exciting mystery to it. You see like I think Maggie with Ruben, and they're patching up a horse that got scratched by something unknown, and the horse is okay. She stitched him up, and she was like, it's a bit unusual, but everything was okay there. And then after Arlo was found, Arlo comes back, and I don't know how he found his way, because at first he was lost when he was in the woods, so he don't know how he was found. And she says, "You okay?" And he starts acting all possessed and saying the same things that woman did at the start of the movie. And then Donald was talking about a wolf, like this black dog or something. He called it a wolf. He said this big black dog. It's not a wolf. And then another interesting when they come to forest with Mel and I think was it Mel and Nicholas. This is before they even find out. Mel and Nicholas go into the woods, and this guy comes with some corny joke. What did the banana say to, what do you call it? A banana eating a banana? Banana cannibalism. What? what was sort of silliness was that in that sort of, I don't know. I'm assuming he's trying to be the funny one. And then they see some sort of creature that runs by, and then after they come across James, I think he was, I don't know which woman it was. I don't even know this woman's name. I'm not really good at just remember these characters' names. I should have looked harder and studied hard at the names, but it doesn't matter. And I think that was just mostly of this episode 1 anyway. There's not much to go by. And then you see at the end of episode 1 where you see a person with a gas mask just torching up like a line. We'll go into that. I'll go into that. And then episode 2 is, it's also you see like James and Ruben saying, "Hey, what's going on? What's happening here?" And this person in a gas mask was out saying, "Look, this person wrote down, don't cross the line, don't trust anyone." And he marked those 2 down in 2 X's. it is a bit strange. I give it that one. It is a bit crazy. And then he just didn't say anything. This person's got mysterious. And then when Don adventures into the woods, I don't know what he was looking for. He was looking at what was going on. He wanted to find out what was happening. He came across this dog, and this dog, after he trips on something, this dog comes. He runs up and he goes through the fence. So obviously the dog is smart enough. I don't think that's the big black dog he was talking about, because that dog ain't big. He could have easily used a weapon or attacked it somehow, but after the dog bit him, he ran out, he goes through the fence, and the dog runs, and the dog goes past the line, and something weird happens. It makes you think, what the hell is going on? And the dog starts, some sort of entity starts tearing the dog apart, and it's a bit brutal. Scratching around, attacking it, I think taking out its insides. It's a bit gruesome. And then they were saying, what on earth is going on? And then you see, and then there was, and after that, before that, the gas mask dude that puts out, shoots a gun up, and walks away after that. Yeah, I should be doing order, but I'm just giving out the most important scenes, because you would think this gas mask person is friendly and trying to help them, but why would they have a gun in that case? I mean, this person was about to shoot one of them, so it just kind of shows, that it's a bit of a mystery what's going on here. This kind of shows don't trust anyone apart from that person. So that person is not the one to talk. But after what this person says, yeah, this person is trying to help him in that case. And then the person goes away, and then you see the scene at the back of the house where Claire, Valeria, and Ellen was talking. Ellen was talking about some sort of memory or something like that, some sort of moment in her life. It's a bit boring. And that was before they even heard that. And then when they heard the gunshot, they went out. Claire went out, and the dog didn't want to go past the line. And Donald, James, and Ruben said, "Don't cross the line, don't cross the line." And then, as soon as I tried to stop her, she goes past the line, and the insides came out, and her body was just cracking and everything. I have no idea what's going on. I've never seen a movie like this before. I don't know what sort of entity it is. I don't know what is happening. They're all meant to bind together and find out what's going on. It's a bit confusing trying to talk about it, because I do my best to remember the characters in different parts of the movie. So if it's not one order, I will go back to them and compare it to, the current scene I'm talking about, like I always do. I have no idea. It's a bit weird, this movie. I didn't hear Arlo still talking about possession, and you see a scene of him escaping, because the voice in his head is tending to run, and Nick just goes on the hits his head on the door, but he's okay. And then Maggie obviously stops him, takes him back to his room, and he looks at a word in the dictionary called trapped, and he said, the voices in my head are telling me to run. We all have to run. We've got to get out. Now what is happening? And he's possessed, but then he tried to hurt his own mother with the scissors, but at the same time he sort of cuts out the possession. It's like an on and off switch in the possession. It's weird. I'm sort of intrigued by it. It's not the best mystery film I've seen in a while, because it's not really much happening. I know it's only a setting in a farm and they can't move anywhere. Orphan Black had better mystery, and I think I rated that one. I rated that one quite highly, at least 8 or 9. I think this one I wouldn't rate that one that high. I like the mystery. Don't get me wrong. It's doing exactly as it says on the tin. The mystery added to it. I think I heard this part horror. I think it's a horror element, which I'm not surprised. There's brutal scenes in there. Not much as well. There's not much of a mystery apart from what's going on. And then I want to know more. I might watch the rest of the series, but if there's no season 2 or 3 and it said cancelled, then I probably won't bother watching, the rest of the episodes. I might do any more in the free time. I started making a video anyway, because might as well. Got a bit bored, so I making doing a series of these. So I was looking at different shows. Yeah, I don't know how to rate this. Acting is okay, but I don't think I would probably rate it for the acting mostly, even though every show and movie needs good acting. So it was pretty decent. I can't lie, not the best acting I've seen in the world. Could have had better actors in it, but they did a job with the story and did a job with the mystery. But it's not a great movie. It's an okay movie. I would say it's average because it adds a mystery to it. Yeah, I'm waffling on a bit here, aren't I? I'm trying to explain myself properly here. But yeah, you can watch this video and then watch the series after you want. But there's not really much for me to talk about. I only watched 2 episodes. Excuse me. I only watched 2 episodes, so it's up to you to decide what you think the rating should be. Yeah, mystery great. I think purely based off what I've watched so far, it's not. I would say it's worth a 5. It's worth higher than that. I would say it's 7. Okay movie, good mystery to it. Not a bad storyline. Dialogue is pretty normal for this type of movie anyway. Despite what the movie's about. But if there was a lot more happening in a movie like this, I would have given it higher. Maybe it does get better after this. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'll put this as another questionable rating. So yeah, 7 out of 10 it is. If you enjoyed this video, please give a like, comment, share with everyone you know, subscribe and hit the notification below, and I'll see you in my next video.